I'm addicted to the love that you're giving. Every minute, every day I've been craving. I don't wanna get you out of my system. Oh, 'cause I like the way it feels when you touch me. You got me good.
Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm starting today's video in a way that I don't usually start it, with a face mask on. But it's Wednesday and today I'm going to the BRITS Awards with Givenchy Beauty and Kenzo Parfums. And I'm really looking forward to it. So I've finished up work for the day and now I'm getting myself like all washed and pampered, ready to start getting ready to go. I've never been to the BRITS before, so I don't even know if what I'm wearing is the right thing. Do you ever find that? It's so hard to know what to wear to these things. I literally have a nightmare. Every single time I have to go to an event, I'm like, I don't know what to wear. I've been trying out the Givenchy skincare this morning and I've also got a Glam Glow mask on. This is one of my favourite ones. It's the orange pot and it literally makes such a massive difference to my skin because I really want my skin to be like hydrated and bright as well because it's been a little bit recently. But I still need to fake tan and there's still so much for me to do and I don't really feel like I'm ready to go, but it was a bit of a slow start to the day. I'm not gonna lie, I felt really sort of like meh today. You know when you have those days when you wake up and you can't even get out of bed? Like I really, even just to get in the shower, I had to be like, come on Lydia, you can do this. I just feel really demotivated and just not myself. I have days like this. They're very rare, but they happen. So I'm doing everything that I can to just kind of like perk myself up. I think I'm gonna make myself a coffee as well, just to kind of like give me some energy because I just feel really lethargic. But let's go and wash this off and continue getting ready. I'll make my coffee. I will make my coffee. So I've just washed the mask off and you can see it makes my skin go like bright red, and that really worried me the first time that I used it. But it is really just like clearing all of the sort of dead skin and it just makes a massive difference to the brightness in my skin. But now I need to continue. So I'm going to be using the Givenchy Blanc de Vin, and this is a brightening lotion global transparency. So I just pop this on a cotton pad and I swipe this all over my face. This feels so nice. I used it before because I tried some foundation on before I went in the shower just to see if the colour matched, and I just used this to take it off and I was like, ooh, I'm gonna like that. Oh my god, this thing is so annoying. Oh, okay. Then I'm going to use the Hydra Boost Serum from Elemis, and this is like a little drink for my skin. This was like my saving grace throughout London Fashion Week because I was not drinking enough water. So let's pop that on. Then I'm going to pop just a little bit of the La Mer Moisturizing Cream because of how dry my skin is at the moment. A little bit of this on over the top.
You got me good.
So I've fake tanned, but what I usually use to fake tan is this. I use this every single day. It's a little bit more hydrating than what I was doing before, but because I want something a bit more intense, I've used the Cocoa Brown 1 hour tan mousse in dark because obviously I leave my tan on, so that is a little bit darker. So yeah, I've tanned, I've dried my hair, clipped it back off my face, and now I'm gonna start with my makeup. I say that like I'm gonna do something drastically different. I'm probably not gonna, so don't get excited. But you are gonna see the products that I'm using and some new products that I'm trying out today. Some people commented on how white my under eyes are. And it's funny, they didn't used to be. When I smoked, which I did for like 10 years, I had such bad bags under my eyes. But now, like I don't have concealer or anything under them. Now I think just because my body's got enough oxygen, they're really like white. I don't particularly get a lot of sleep, I'm not gonna lie. I usually go to bed at like 12, 1 o'clock and then wake up about 7, so I should probably have really bad bags, but I don't. So I've got my makeup bag here with all of my stuff in and I'm gonna start putting it on my face basically. But before I do that, I'm gonna whack the Elemis Pro Collagen Renewal Eye Cream on because I need to hydrate my under eyes. There we go. Let that settle in. For my base, I'm using the Yves Saint Laurent Touche Éclat Blur Primer. like this, and just I used like one tiny little blob and I just put it in the areas where I want my skin to be really flawless. For my foundation, I am still using the Giorgio Armani Power Fabric foundation in shade 8. I'm going to put a little bit more on though tonight. Maybe I'll put some radiance drops in as well. Let's try that. So we're going to put more foundation on tonight because we're going out, so I want to look flawless. I'm just going to put a tiny little blob of the Iconic Illuminator in because this just changes the game with foundation. Don't want to put too much though because I don't want to look like too shiny. And then with my Artiste brush, I'm just gonna blend. Whilst that sets, I'm going to use the Givenchy Embellishing Concealer in shade 2. And this, I think, has a colour corrector on it. So yeah, it has this like little colour corrector on the end, which you might not be able to see. It might not show up. And I'm going to use this under my eyes, just a little. Nice and light. But more of a concealer than the Touche Eclat. This just nicely brightens the under eye area. For my bronzer, I'm using the Healthy Glow powder from Givenchy in shade 03. Is that not the most beautiful powder you have ever seen? Oh, incredible. I have this in a few shades, but this is a new one. So that's my bronzer done. Now I'm going to use the Imperlious World of Pearl from by Terry. Still a very nice glowy powder. On my brows, I'm still using the high definition brow pencil in the shade that I have no idea. The high definition pencil I just use to fill in because I lose hairs sometimes, and because they're thick it's really noticeable, so I use this to just fill in those areas. How annoying is that? I kept looking at the screen thinking, God, it looks bright, and I realised the settings on my camera had been changed. I don't know who changed them because I never changed them, but oh my God, I was like, why am I so bright? That's so annoying. So anyway, now I'm using the Giorgio Armani Eye and Brow Maestro to sort of give the colour to my brows. So it still fills them in a little bit, but it's not as harsh and it's much lighter. I think that this colour, it's shade 6, is meant for like blonde brows, but I use this on my very dark brows. I am setting my brows in place with the Pixie brow gel. For blush, I am using the Guerlain Terracotta powder, just on the apples of my cheeks, very subtly. I might mix it with a little bit of colour, I'm not sure yet. I'm using the Dior highlighter still, because I really like it. Just a nice, subtle, glowy highlight. I might do eyeliner tonight, you know. For my nose contour, I'm obviously using Rodial because that's pretty much the only one I use. And that is a sculpted nose. That is how you make a sausage nose look like a proper nose. A tiny little bit of highlight here, just at the end. Now, I guess we are left with nothing else but eyeliner to do. So I'm gonna try the Givenchy eyeliner. It's the liquid one and it's got a brush quite similar to Guerlain, but I'm just gonna see how it goes. My gosh, it's so weird. I haven't done this in months. I feel like I'm like, oh, I don't know whether I'm gonna be able to do this. I feel like I'm not close enough to the mirror. We're just gonna go with it. For my mascara, I am using the Yves Saint Laurent, I think this is Fossil. This was the first mascara I ever had, like the first high-end product I ever had. But this is the first mascara I ever had from YSL, and it is incredible. On my lips, I'm going to be using the Makeup Forever Aqua Lip in shade 3C. By the way, I've not quite finished my mascara yet, so I'm just letting it set because it's quite a wet mascara, so you need to give it time. Now I have to choose my lipstick, and I literally don't know what one I'm going to go for. We have Beige 108, and this is in the Le Rouge Givenchy. So it's kind of a more sort of like pale nude. But then they've also got their new one. Let's just try this new one out. I don't know if are they matte? Let's try it out. I really like them. Anyway, I just realised, I looked at my phone and I was like, oh my god, I'm running so late. So I am gonna have to organise myself really quickly and do my hair, so let's go.
I'm thinking about is when you come around. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Cause you got me. Play the game just like a pro, didn't stand
the outfit that I'm wearing is a Reese skirt and Sarah Jessica Parker shoes. I've got my Christian Dior diorama and this Karen Millen kind of ruffly blouse, which literally just arrived, and I'm so glad that it did because I had nothing else to wear. I just don't know what I'm supposed to wear to this event, so I'm just going with what I would feel comfortable in, and I think that I feel comfortable in this one. So not gonna lie, I'm also sweating because I'm so hot, and not in the good sense of the word. I am boiling. I totally wasn't sure what I should wear to this event, and I didn't want to go too dressy, so I feel comfortable like this, and yeah, I just feel comfortable. I guess that's the main thing. Also really loving how my skin looks. I feel like my skin looks really nice and radiant and bright, so always a win. Anyway, I'm gonna not keep the taxi driver waiting any longer, and I'm gonna go downstairs and jump in, so let's go.
You took it all, yeah, you won by a landslide. Oh babe, left your trademark on my cheek, now I'm all yours. Got me calling you up at night just to hear your voice. You got me.
So that was the taxi ride from hell. Been in the car for like 3 hours. We were stuck in traffic. It's windy, my hands are full, and I can't get my hair out of my face. Oh, I'm going to meet them now, but I can't talk because my oh my god. Right, so I'm walking through now. I give up. I'll talk to you when I'm in there.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. You got me good.
Right, I've arrived. My hair is no longer in my face, and we've made it through like all of the security checks and stuff like that. I'm so hungry. I think I might wet myself. That was the longest journey ever, but I'm so glad that I'm here. I've literally never been to the Brits before, so this is very exciting for me. So at the moment we're trying to find where our room is. Well, we're not trying to find. They know where they're going. I just don't know where I'm going. But apparently I've texted Claire. Apparently there's food. Apparently there's champagne. And that's all I need. And a toilet.
Dinner and cocktails.
On Christmas Day 2016, the greatest singer-songwriter of his generation, an icon of his era, and my beloved friend George Michael was lost.
I will promise you all of my life, but to lose you would cut like a knife to my knees. Don't you care?
So there's currently a break going on, and Claire has sent me to get her pudding, so I'm going to have a look at the pudding and see what we've got.
Once you see the highlights package, whatever you do, stay where you are, do not go behind.
Back at the very top, where he belongs. Mr. Ed Sheeran.
leave you. I'm in love with the shape of you. We push and pull like a magnet.
Let's go to it. You can also work and let me pick up the slack. And when you finish what you do, I won't be kicking it back. We can listen to my songs until you're sick of my raps. And I got money in the bag, but not a figure like that. Got me looking at your shit, man, I'm a ready one. Trying to keep the game that my brother tell you done. I ain't even trying to play cool, cause this is bigger than my pride. And you won't play your love and I meet you with the bad dog.
I'll just open the door for you, no problem.
We just came out of the
You know when you've got gossip and you're like, didn't get it.
Claire was like, look left,
right.
left.
Right, I said look right.
Okay, she goes, right, and I don't know my left from
She
my
goes
right.
backwards.
We hope you've enjoyed your time.
She looked left, then she looked back. I don't even think she looked right.
I looked everywhere but right.
Definitely missed it.
Apparently it was all like the Made in Chelsea people, but I was too...
It was better than that.
Who was it then? Who was it? It wasn't Beyonce. She's trying to tell me it was Beyonce.
Hey, sexy. Oh, double.
So we just got home. It's about 12 o'clock. Is it 12 o'clock? What time is it? It is not 12 o'clock. It is 20 to 1. We got stuck in traffic on the way back as well, which was a bit of a nightmare. But I am loving being this brown again. I don't know why I've not been using my proper tan for a while. But I kept like catching a glimpse of my reflection when I was out and I was like, oh my gosh, Lydia, you're so tanned. Yeah, I think I might have to go back to using proper tan rather than gradual tan. Maybe just for a little while. It's also weird having flicks again, I'm not gonna lie, but this eyeliner has lasted so well. Look at that, still perfect. But yeah, I really enjoyed my makeup tonight and really enjoyed the event. I feel like it's not going to probably translate that well into a video because it's going to be like a little bit of Little Mix there, a little bit of Ed Sheeran here, a little bit of the 1975 there, and it's not really going to make much sense, but I'm going to try and put it together. So if you've got this far, I'm sorry if it's a bit sporadic. I was also very stressed before I left. I didn't have the greatest of days today. You know when you just wake up one day and it's just kind of like, that's how I felt, and it just took every ounce of my strength to just get in the shower and get ready, and before I knew it I was totally and utterly stressed. And then when we were in the car, it took 3 hours to get to the BRITS, and I was so devastated. I thought I was going to miss it. Luckily I didn't, but I was like the last person to arrive. And I was there with Fleur and Claire, and oh my god, I just got so excited. I was literally like screaming, and then when the George Michael sort of tribute memorial came, oh my god, I was in bits. It was just, honestly, so... It's really weird with this whole George Michael thing, because I've never really felt like when a celebrity's died it's been that much of a big deal to me. Like, obviously I'm sad and it's like such a loss, but with George Michael, because I grew up just listening to his music and I read his blog. George, I don't think George Michael had a blog, but I read his book, like his autobiography, and I have like so many fond memories just sitting in my grandpa's music room with like his headphones on and just listening to that album at Christmas time. I have these memories that are so vivid that it does feel like such a loss. Like, it's almost, I don't know, it's really bizarre. I've never ever sort of had this feeling when a celebrity's died, because he doesn't know who I am. I know that like my dad used to go to his parents' restaurant and stuff, and my mum, I think my mum went to the same school as him, but I mean that's really irrelevant. We didn't know him, but I feel like I did, and that's the weird thing. But yeah, so it was just really sad, and I was just like holding back the tears, and but it was a really good night. I actually really enjoyed it, like more than I thought I was going to enjoy it. I've been to like concerts at the O2 before, and they were good, but that was really enjoyable. I got to see Ed Sheeran. Ali came and met me outside as well, which was in the rain for half an hour. Anyway, I'm gonna go and wash my makeup off my face, which has lasted really well, and I love the way my skin looks. Using that stuff today, I like said to the girls at Givenchy, I was like, oh, that brightening stuff is amazing. And they were like, yeah, it's a new release. Yeah. I was like, oh my God, it's so good. Ali's gonna go and get me a big glass of water because I had 3 glasses of champagne, and I'm in such a better mood now.
Because you met me.
It is because I met you. So I'm gonna snuggle down in bed now, and but yeah, we shall talk about it in the morning. Okay, bye.